not everyone is always going to love what you do, and that happens on the internet, that happens on OnlyFans, that happens in real life. The only person that it matters to is you. I really grew it just by being consistent and making sure that I was honest and truthful. I'm very specific on companies that I would work with or brands that I would promote. That's one thing that's helped me keep a really loyal fan base, is the fact that I don't sit there, I'm not messing them around, and just I think they have a lot of trust in me. There's certain creators that I watch, their weekly uploads or their streams is something that I look forward to. As a creator, it's really important to remember that your followers look forward to your content, so you have to keep them entertained. You know, it's your job as an entertainer to entertain and be consistent and give them content that they're going to enjoy. So I'd say that's one of the main things. I've got like a content house, which is where I film all of my content, and I'll film my YouTube stuff there, I'll do my streams there.
It's a summer bikini try-on haul, as you can probably tell.
And I have a team that come into the office every day at the content house, and I have one person who specifically thinks of ideas. It's kind of like a massive spreadsheet, and they'll input ideas every single day into the spreadsheet, and once a week, myself, my assistant, my manager, and my videographer, we sit there and we break down the ideas. We work out on a scale of like 1 to 5 how good we think the video would perform, how much we think people would like the video. I think with some content as well, it's a case of, okay, cool, this is a great idea. Is it possible to get done in the next week? Or is it a case of we have to wait a month or 2 months because we have to go and film it abroad, or we need things for it, something like that. I really like high production content at the moment, so I enjoy that a lot.
Try and beat the tissues out of the box world record. 1, 2, 3.
I also enjoy personal content, so things that are very personal to me.
Well, if you follow me, you'll know that I used to live in Cyprus. This is why I can't swim, because I was scared of water after this.
I am a very flirty person in general, but I'm also like a little bit nerdy. So I think showing that side is something that is really fun for me as well. And then the streaming as well. I love streaming. I like engaging with my audience a lot. The pressure from the outside actually is beneficial, because I think it pushes me to work harder, because I like proving people wrong. You think that I can't do this, I'm going to work hard and I'm going to prove you wrong. I just thought, why not? Why not? Because I think if you have the confidence to do something and there's nothing stopping you, then you should always do it. I just felt like I wanted to do it, and so I did it. I had a great audience behind me, and I still do. It was very successful, it worked very well, and I wouldn't change anything about the way I did things. The personal feel that it gives me between myself and my audience, my followers, the people who've grown to love me. Being able to exchange conversations with them almost like it's real life is something that I love. I think it helps them realise that I am just like a normal human being, and I interact with them the same way that I interact with my friends, etc. in real life. So I think for me, it's just being able to build a stronger connection with them, and it feels really natural to me. I feel like the only time in life when I'm like completely not stressed is when I'm live, because I'm just like, just take every moment as it comes, and it's so fun. You never know what you're going to end up talking about. Every time it's different, and I think there's just so much to tap into in that world, and I just love being able to connect with my audience on a more personal level. I have one OnlyFans shoot day per week, and it's a full 16-hour day of just shooting content that whole day. Before that day comes, I will post on my OnlyFans, or I'll be talking to some of my followers on there, my subscribers on there, and I'll say to them, I have a shoot day coming up, is there any kind of content you want to see? And it's really about giving them the choice of what content it is, and doing polls and kind of building that into the content I'm doing. And I'm always happy to play games with the followers and stuff. I'll do spin the wheel games, things like that. And it's just about making it interactive, making it fun. I think for me it's a little bit different, because I've fallen in love with streaming. I absolutely love it. I could be in the worst mood ever, and as soon as I click go live, I'm in such a happier mood. Some people forget that if you're in a bad mood and your energy is a little bit off, and then you do go and do a live stream but your mood doesn't cheer up, then that bad energy might reflect onto the audience, which I would say isn't great. So I'd say just make sure you're always bringing a great energy. People can notice things like that so much more than you realize. I mean, people will notice the tiny details about you. So I'd say energy, being consistent, and obviously staying confident. There's a few paths that I'm exploring soon, which is really exciting. I can't say too much on that. Some new streaming ideas coming up that I'm going to be starting soon. There's one in the works that I'm very excited for, and it's a pretty big channel, and I think I'm going to be working with some other creators on it, so stay tuned for that. And I also just want to build a dog shelter and rescue loads and loads of dogs. Hire a bunch of people that will just work at the dog shelter and spend all day just looking after all the dogs and puppies so that they get a better chance at life. So that's one thing I really want to do. I'm grateful for my audience that have put me in this position, so now I think it's my turn to give back to the world.